Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and I just made this super cute, quick little project the other day according to someone's video, and I've forgotten whose it was, but I'll look it up and put it in the description when I'm done. And I actually did it upside down, so when we make one for the tutorial today, I'll do it properly. So it's got this cute little waterfall notebook on the one side, and I use these really gorgeous papers that I got at Scriptum in Oxford recently. I think they're Italian papers, and I just really like how that came out. And then on the back side here you see how it is that I did it upside down, because I put the pocket on the top side without realizing, but it works out okay, except that it's so pretty with this kind of glass conservatory thing. But it's all right. And then I just made a little tag to go in there. It's just a super cute quick thing you can do. And I did use just a regular, I think it's called a number 10 envelope in the US, commonly junk mail, just your regular old envelope. And all I've done here to start with is make a fold about where I want it for that top flap for the notebook. And then I've just got some papers here. I'm gonna just kind of use a couple of different things. That's gonna mostly be covered up because the notebook's gonna be back on top of it. So I'm gonna go with this plain background, and because these are white envelopes, I haven't coffee dyed them or anything. I'm going to go right up to your edge to make my size for that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I happen to have this really nice little suede ribbon laying around that I'd saved from something that I put on there. I really liked how that turned out with I probably messed this up because I didn't go far enough on the top. Because the thing is the way that this is made is that you can see kind of this top area here. So I think, oh no, it wasn't, was it not Julie? I thought it might have been Julie from Camelia's Crafts, but it could have also been Yvonne Preston. Anyway, whoever it was dyes her envelopes, so I think she left some things blank because you had, you know, coffee dye papers there. And I don't want that because mine are not dyed, so I want it to go all the way up in there. Just make sure that this one gets, it is gonna have to cover the fold, which is a little bit awkward. But I think it'll be okay. It's an area that's mostly covered, so it's not so bad. So I'm just gonna do this part first and make my notebook. Actually, yeah, make my notebook first so that I've got a little bit of a white space in there, but that's okay. It's not too bad. If I put some ink on here, that'll help too. So let's figure out what we want with this. Yeah, it really doesn't want to stay in there. I'm gonna trim this off the top, I think. Let it go like this. Just like that. And that's pretty close. Let's take a little bit of the white off the top. And then I think some ink will save us, at least on our edges. But anyway, if you really want to remove all trace of white, you can dye your envelope too. So now I think on this top part, this is gonna show. So I would like to do something that's a little different. Although this is too short to cover the whole thing, but so is this. So let's do this, and then I think I'm gonna do a skinny one on the top there. Maybe we'll go back to echo this, and that might look nice. I didn't really plan this out too much. Just trying to use up some of my scraps and things that aren't getting used. I do a big organize and clean coming up here in November, and I want to use up all these little bits and pieces that have been sitting around. So something like this, no. I was thinking some like this maybe would, maybe I cover it up. No, because this is the right size. So let's just cut it short. I think actually we'll do this with scissors. Let's cut one that's just two of these lines of text and see how that looks. Yeah? Do we like that? Or do we want it to be something totally different? Something like this? No. Something like this? That's gonna go up. A little weird, but sort of like it. What do you think? It's like here. And then just go up a little bit. Can I do this straight? Oh my goodness. That's pretty fun, actually. I think I'm gonna do it. That's weird. But I like it. You just never know what's gonna happen when you start playing around with things. Okay, that's a bit strange because it makes our notebook weird, but okay. So for this guy, the first thing I'm gonna do is cut him to width. So I've got a couple of pieces of coffee dyed paper here. And I'm just gonna cut them about the width I want to fit inside there. And I'm gonna do 4 because I think I can only get 2 out of each sheet of paper. And then I've got a little bit left over. And then to make the waterfall, I'm just gonna trim my first piece to be the longest. All right, so I've got my 4 pages, and I'm gonna measure this one inside my envelope to fit right about here. And then with each subsequent one, I'm gonna make it a 1/4 inch shorter. So this one is at about 6 3/4. So we're gonna go 6 1/2. And then 6 1/4. And then 6. And let's see. Hopefully that worked out nicely. So that we can put these together and make ourselves a nice little waterfall effect on our notebook. So then all I'm gonna do is glue them together at the top, just with a line of glue for each. So this is the longest one, and then I'm putting the next one that's just a 1/4 inch shorter, and then I'm gonna do the same for the other 2. I really like the way this turns out. It looks so professional. Okay. Get that guy lined up, get them all straight as I can here. Okay, and then that's gonna go. We are gonna actually clip it. I'm gonna clip it in here so that it doesn't move. My top is moving here. I'll make sure we don't end up with creep on that white. Make sure he stays. So now this is a little tricky because I've got that guy in there, and I want my notebook though. I want it to sit in here like this properly where it goes. But I want my holes to be in here. So I'm gonna just line it up where I want it, and then I'm gonna clip it so that I can open it up I'm gonna punch my holes just through these. So I'm gonna mark kind of, I'm gonna eyeball it, but I'm gonna mark where I want them. Kind of go like this, maybe. And then over here, like this. And I'm gonna punch those. Actually, it might be easier with my big crocodile for this. And I did the bigger hole for the other one. So this will make it easier to see, I think. Punch that in there. See how I can do this without having to readjust my clip. Here we go. There. Then the question is what we would like to use on this guy to tie him up. I'm not sure. I have some brown ribbons that might work well for this. If I know where they are, let's find them. I don't know, they might be, this one's too big, I think, and maybe too busy too. Yeah, don't love that. I might end up with just some regular old twine on this guy. And then I'm going to cut myself a nice piece. Yeah, I think twine is my best bet on this one, actually. And just take it up from underneath here and tie it in with a bow. It was definitely a Brit who did the tutorial because I remember her saying she was rubbish at bows. I seem to be having some trouble at the moment too. I just want it to get a nice good hold there, and it's a little big. All right, so that's your notebook, and this one with the tie a little farther down because of that top, but I like it. I might put some of that stuff on the top on the other side too, or maybe on the pocket to echo it, but I do want to ink this up a little. It's far too clean, especially alongside of those pages. I should have done it before I glued it on there. That'll make me a lot happier because that white is showing on the edge. Just like it looks so much better with some ink. There. Yeah. Wow. What a difference, huh? Okay, and so then our back side, I think I've got these bits and bobs. What I was thinking of doing was possibly making it more collagey, but I think this is a leftover from a could keep going with this theme though too. That's pretty close. It's not quite wide enough though. It's also a little uninteresting. Could add some things to it, but I think we'll go with this guy. I'm gonna make him a little bit big, just to be sure we cover all our bases here. I'll just cut it off if I have to. Put them on. Again, I just said I needed to ink things up before I put them on, and I just failed to do it all over again. Okay, and so now this time we know our notebook goes this way, so we're going to want our pocket on this side here, which maybe we'll use this piece, which echoes the top here. But I mean, I don't like this, or like this. I like this better. Maybe this way. And this might be a spot where I want to add a little more of the snake skin, or maybe rip some of this up and make us a little bit of a collage-y thing on here. I don't have much in the way of words to hand, but all right, now let's ink this up. I'm just gonna do these sides and bottom, and then I'm gonna give myself a little notch here too. A notch in the middle-ish. Not big on measuring. Yeah, I like that. Looking good. I actually do, maybe you want to put some kind of twine or some kind of, I really like the way, oh, I've got this good, very organic stuff here sitting next to me. This might be the thing. This stuff here. Or I was also thinking pulling apart some twine makes a nice organic thing. I need a word or something though. Or maybe something like this. I don't know. I don't know what we're putting in here. This guy fits. Ooh, he's pretty. He's pretty in there like that. Maybe I'll just, ooh, I like that. And then I need something to finish it off. A centerpiece, like a fussy cut or something. Yes, yes, yes. See? Like this. And then something in the middle, like a mushroom or a bird. I'll find it. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something out there. And this guy I had made kind of alongside of the previous one. I just happened to kind of have extra thing, and I just think it fits well, so I'm going to put it with this one, even though I made it with the other one. And I'm going to find something. I don't think it's here. I do need to put maybe another bit of this stuff here. That wasn't totally straight. I've got an open white piece of envelope, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix that. But still, I kind of like that on top of this one too. So I'm gonna put it there. Yeah, there you go. Pretty awesome, right? Out of just a junk mail envelope. And I'm just gonna find a piece for this middle here, and I think that's that. That's good for me. A cute little thing you can tuck into your journal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.